Hello everybody and welcome back to another unboxing video. And you saw the pile. This is a massive unboxing. This is the 2021 unboxing video that you have all been waiting for. And I am this filled with excitement because I haven't been waiting since the morning this time. I have been waiting for the past 1 week because there was this one book out of the entire pile that took a week to arrive. So I am already done with it, but I am excited for that book because it's an amazing book, or so have I heard. I don't even know how this thing is looking. Like, there is this miniature viewfinder that I can look at, but it's still, I have changed the locations up because my past unboxing videos have been sort of like a one-way situation because you can't really see what was happening in the previous videos because of all the angle and things. But this time I'm sitting in front of the table so that you can look at what I'm looking at. At the same time, we are going to do this together. And let's begin. And I have come prepared this time. I have my sanitizer over here because safety over everything. Am I right or am I right? And then we also have these handy scissors. We don't need an X-Acto knife, and I still don't have a good X-Acto knife, so some things never change, you know. Let's open this thing up. Bismillah. I'm excited. Oh my goodness, this is the one that I have been most excited for. Oh, this is exactly how I imagined it to be. This is Secrets of Divine Love by A. Helwa. And I have seen this so many times on social media that I am like really excited to read this. And it's like so good quality. Oh my goodness. Now let's open this thing up. There are at least 4 books inside. So we will pull this one out. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I have seen this book so many times on Amazon. It's been like recommended to me at least 1,000 times. Or maybe more, who knows. But yes, I wanted to get serious because adulting is hard and I wanted to get my hands into financing. How cool. Not really. I'm not at all interested in financing or any of that matter. But we will see what happens when I read this book. Maybe I will become a financing genius in one night. It's a hefty book, so not one night. You will have to wait. And the second book is, ooh, this one, a cool one. I don't know how to pronounce it, so let me just pull up my phone and see how to pronounce things. Ikigai, we don't know.
We are looking at how to pronounce this Japanese word that designates the concept that means Ikigai.
I was right. I wasted 33 seconds of my life for something that I already knew. But oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Like, I love this sky blue color, and yep, the pages are of such a good quality. It's not too hefty, like obviously this is such a thin book, but it's so lightweight. I love this book. And the next book in my pile is One of Us is Lying. Again, something that I have seen a lot on social media, and I am definitely gonna enjoy reading this because it's, I don't know what this is about, but I think that it is a mystery or a thriller. So I am really looking forward to reading this because I am really into mystery. And yep, it says on the front, a geek, a jock, a criminal, a princess. Princess. A murder. Who would you believe? It's giving me one, what was that? And then there were none vibes. So I'm really excited to read this. And the next one, The Charisma Myth. I don't know, I read somewhere about this and I was like, wow, this seems like an interesting book. The Charisma Myth, Master the Art of Personal Magnetism, Olivia Fox Cabane. It's a self-help book or self-improvement book. What are we calling these books again? But yes, I am excited to read this. Expect book reviews of all of these, so a lot more content. Now let's open this package. These are two packages. Apologies. This one. And the book that we have is The Great Gatsby. Yeah, it was published in 1925, originally published in 1925. So it's a classic and I haven't read it. And yeah, I am excited for it because I have heard good things about it. I am excited. One of the greatest American novels of the 20th century. Now let's open this big package. It only has two books inside, so. The first one that we have is, oh my goodness, I thought that it was going to be a lot smaller. Not smaller, a lot thinner. So it's Dozakhnama by Rabi Shankar Bal. And actually, a couple of you guys recommended this book to me and you asked me to read it, so here it is. And it's hefty. And it has Urdu in it. Wow, I never... Okay, so it's about Ghalib. I think Manto and Ghalib, yes. I'm really excited to read this because I loved the little bit that I read on Amazon. So yeah, looking forward to it. The next book that we have in this package is this one. It's The Starless Sea. The Starless Sea is written by Erin Morgenstern and I love this dust jacket. I will show you a close-up, don't worry about that. I think it's a fantasy fiction. I am not really sure about that, but I was eyeing this book since quite a long time, since last year. So really excited to read this one. Now let's move on to this package. What do we have? A Place for Us, Fatima Farheen. This is, I think, her debut novel and I am really excited to read it. I always appreciate when Muslim writers write novels and when they have great reviews. So I will definitely be reviewing this one. It's obviously a novel, a fiction. Let's move on to this book. The next book, oh my goodness, I'm really excited for this. This is The Midnight Library and look at the cover. Wow, it feels as if I am looking at a galaxy or something. The Midnight Library is written by Matt Haig. How do I explain it? So basically there is this library where your life story is in the books there and the books are about how could your life be if you had made different life choices. So it's a really interesting book and I think that it's something that no one has ever explored. Okay, so this is the package that took a week to come. So let's open this up. I know what's inside and I'm excited for this book. Will this slide out by itself? Yes, it will. Okay. I love doing this, so please excuse me for the next couple of minutes. I will just do this. No, they're all popped. What in the world, Amazon? We have Why We Sleep. It's such an interesting topic and I think that it's backed up with a lot of research and stuff. But again, I think that it's going to be an interesting read because these things like sleep, ikigai, these things are not a lot explored, you know. Or these are topics which always interest us because these are things that are unknown to us. So our sleep is such an interesting and intriguing thing. It's something that we all love. And it's interesting in the sense that you don't really, even though there has been a lot of research done on sleep and how we sleep and what happens when we sleep, but then why we sleep. I don't know what the book talks about, but it seems like an interesting topic. The font is so small, I would need a magnifying glass to read. Now let's open this package, the second to last package. Number one, we have, I know what this is, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. I have read Who Will Cry When You Die by Robin Sharma and I absolutely loved it. It's #1 international bestseller, 15 million books sold worldwide. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, a fable about fulfilling your dreams and reaching your destiny. I'm excited about this. I love books of Robin Sharma, so I'm really looking forward to reading this as well. So the next book that we have is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bront. It's a gothic novel. I am not really into gothic novels, but I read House of Salt and Sorrows, which was a little bit gothic, and I loved it. So I'm looking forward to read it. The next book that we have is The Night Circus. And I read somewhere that people who love Harry Potter would love this. And I am obviously so pumped to read it because honestly, after finding and after reading Harry Potter, nothing reaches that level. So it is a fantasy and I am looking forward to read it. Again, it is from Erin Morgenstern, the writer of The Starless Sea, that is right here at the bottom. And we are up to the last package. This one is a massive one and I am not really sure what's inside it, because I have forgotten the books that I ordered. Okay, I know what's at the top. It is One of Us Is Next. And it is, I think it's a sequel or a prequel of One of Us Is Lying, somewhere over here, right here. And I am excited. I was like, okay, if I'm buying that book, One of Us Is Lying, then it's the most logical thing to buy the next in line, One of Us Is Next. Truth or Dare Turns Deadly, what would you choose? Yes, it's a sequel. Why don't I look at the front of the book and read the things that are written there instead of speculating? But yes, I am really excited to read this as well. Obviously, if that one goes well, then I would be excited to read it. But I have read good reviews about that, so this will be good as well. Fingers crossed. Next book that we have is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. You might be surprised when I tell you that I haven't read it. And you might not be surprised. It could go both ways. I am definitely looking forward to reading it because obviously it's one of the most iconic books. It's a classic. Everyone talks about it. And I feel left out when people talk about it. So, going to catch up on this. The next book that we have is Animal Farm. And it's as thin as I expected it to be. But I have also heard so many things about this book, but I think that the underlying theme of this book is politics, and someone wrote on Amazon that if you don't really understand a lot about politics, then you should go with this book and you will start understanding things or something like that. So I'm excited to read it. It's a classic again, and it's by George Orwell. The next book that I see in my package is also something that I'm excited to read. And goodness gracious, I thought that this was going to be of this size. But it's Atomic Habits, Tiny Changes, Remarkable Results by James Clear. And again, something that I'm seeing on social media everywhere. On Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everyone's talking about this. So obviously, people got to buy things. And I love how cute the title is. Okay, the next book that we have, goodness gracious, something that I wasn't expecting to be this thick. It's The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. It's a contemporary novel and I am excited to read it. I forgot what this was about, unfortunately, otherwise I would have told you what this was about. Or you might have already read it because it's the winner of the Pulitzer Prize for fiction 2014. I'm looking forward to read it. I will give this maybe 2 weeks if the story is good, or maybe 1 week if the story is extremely good, which it might be because it's the prize winner. And the last book that we have is The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. Here is the book. It's a classic. I haven't read it, and obviously I want to catch up on things. Let me just sanitize my hands because I touched all the packages. So these are all the books that I ordered this year. This was my 2021 book haul. I am excited to read each one of these books because I put a lot of effort. I put a lot of time in selecting these books, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to. I will leave the link to all the books in the description box down below so you can go ahead and check them out and buy them if you want to. And we have come to the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed watching this. I absolutely loved unboxing it in front of you guys. And do let me know which book are you excited about from this pile. Do you want to read any books? Let me know in the comments. And what are you going to read this year? Also let me know in the comments below. And with that note, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel by clicking the red subscribe button down below. And you can also follow me on my socials. The links are in the description. The handles are on the screen. And I will see you guys really soon, inshallah. Till then, take care. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.